Hi everyone, welcome to Be Celestio Tarot. This is our Virgo January 2021 readings. I'm going to try to keep it open for January, but also to see what is to come in the next year. I'm also going to try to keep it open to any message that wants to come through. Alright, so let's dig in. What is to come for our Virgos in January 2021? Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you know that like things are about to shift. Either you have been coming into a higher consciousness, but also just like feeling that like, okay, yeah, I know things are working behind the scenes and I'm kind of content with where things are. Yeah, so the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, well, very select message for someone out there, but like there's someone who wants to like, there might be a part of you that's like yearning for a relationship where you can kind of be experimental in the bedroom. So I apologize, that's for someone out there. But also like, I feel like there's some kind of like, you might be in a routine that feels so routine where you're like, I want to shake things up. Maybe like there's some kind of chaotic energy in you, but you're like, I want some kind of change and pace and I don't know how to get there. Maybe the King of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, this feels very sexual, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know, you might have had, whoever this message is for, and I apologize if this does not apply, but you might have been in relationships where you felt like maybe like in the bedroom you felt like you couldn't communicate your wants or your needs, and maybe you wanted to experiment in ways, and maybe you're kind of reaching a point where you're like, I think I want to be more experimental with how I express my sexuality in the bedroom. So that's something that's coming up. But also like the King of Pentacles, it's like don't get in your head, but also just don't let things get to your head. Like, don't let your head get big. I don't know why I'm picking up that energy. Maybe we'll get some answers. Seven of Swords. Someone's thinking about reaching out to you, or you're thinking about reaching out to someone. And it felt like a relationship that really hurt to end. But, like, it feels like there might be some kind of, like, invisible string still tying you two together. Okay, let's see if we can get some clarification. Please. Spirit, can we please get some? Oh my gosh, so many cards came out. Okay, I'm gonna take all these cards. I've been ignoring that feeling. The Empress. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is very interesting. I'm gonna read these two cards together. I think they're in direct conversation with each other. So we have the Empress and we have the Knave of Swords. One of you might have been very quick to act or like need answers soon, and someone else feels like very like not like kind of like hippie energy of like go with the flow, kind of waiting for things. And I feel like these two energies collided, and you can resonate with either card or both cards if anything. But there's someone who like, the Empress for me is like such beautiful power. It's a sign of fertility. But these feel like weirdly at odds with each other, but you guys loved each other. But the Knave of Swords is like someone who gets hurt, they act out. So you could have ended a relationship and you acted out as a result, or vice versa. Or someone just wasn't treating you right. Like, it's so interesting. Let's see if we can get some clarification. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. It's like the idea of opposites attract. This feels very much like, okay, yeah, this love wants to be talked about in this reading, so I apologize if you did not come here for a love reading, but that's what's coming out. The Ace of Cups, it's like, this might have been your past energy, the Knave of Swords. Like, very, like, weirdly arrogant. Like, you might have come off as arrogant, and now you're moving into energy where you're more stable in your energy, where it reads in a very different way, but you might have hurt someone because of this Swords energy, where you just were rash and you didn't really think things through, or maybe you ended a relationship quickly. Then we have the Ace of Cups. So I think if there's a rekindling, it like feels bountiful. Like it feels like your cup is full. It feels like a level of contentment, or you could be meeting someone new that kind of like helps you keep yourself in check in a way, or maybe you're just at a place where you feel more comfortable in how you lead as a person. And it might have come through as a major breakthrough, or will come through. Like, I don't know if you're going to therapy, but I'm hearing like having one of those major revelations in therapy where like, oh shit, like maybe I'm to blame, maybe, or just having a revelation about a relationship where it gives you the clarity and the understanding that you've been seeking. Then we have the Lovers. So yeah, I'm feeling like this is like, you could have been romanticizing, but also like there could be issues of possessiveness, and maybe like toxicity of just like maybe you guys lean on each other in the wrong ways. Like maybe you guys found each other when you both were in the right headspace, and that led to a lot of toxic energy that you guys were both like trying to heal individually, but like as a result you try to heal together, but it actually pushed each other away. Yeah, Three of Wands. It's like, for me, it's like looking at the damage of like, oh, we fucked up. Like, I'm stuck with their end results. Can I get some clarity? Yeah, Eight of Wands. Also, like, maybe like it could have been like one of those things where like people only came up to you when you're in a relationship and you were just like overwhelmed. You're like, oh god, now I'm wanted. But I feel like you're ahead. Like sometimes you don't think you're worthy of good things. And that might have gotten in the way as too in the relationship. I'm going to pull from a different deck. Let's see if we can get some clarification. Can we get some clarification for our Virgos out there? Can we get some clarification for our Virgos? Can we get some clarification for our Virgos out there? Yeah, Strength card. Could be Leo energy. You could have Leo in your chart. You guys really leaned on each other, but at a certain point, leaning on each other felt like a burden, or felt like a crutch. Like maybe you couldn't heal on your own and you guys relied on each other too much for the healing. We have Hierophant. They were meant to be a teaching in your life. They were meant to be a lesson. It might have been a karmic relationship. But there's a lot of love there. And I don't know if it's necessarily over. For some people, this might have been a karmic. It was just meant to teach you a lesson about your own growth, and like they were meant to come and go. But also just teach you a lot about like what strength looks like to you. Like what does that look like? Then we have the Knight of Cups. So that for me is like an offer coming in. No, that's actually the King of Cups. Sorry. That's like emotional fulfillment. Like I think this teaching might have sucked, like the way it came out to be. But it was meant to be messy and everything because it leads to your emotional fulfillment. Okay, let's pull some final cards. What about this relationship do they need to know? What does our Virgos need to know about this relationship? You might have met your friends, and you might have been really good friends, but you might have to let go of like what the friendship was. Like that's a weird thing to say. Like maybe you guys friend zoned each other because you thought it was easier, but like that needs to end for you guys to move on. Like maybe you guys are still in each other's life, and I think the distance and the separation might actually be necessary for you to figure out what it is you need, because the Two of Wands is like making a decision and putting yourself first. Like I see like travel and doing things for yourself. So maybe like by taking away that tie, like cutting those ties loose, you might actually find the growth that you need. Yeah, and then we have the Empress energy again. Okay, yeah, you're going to move into that powerful energy. It's the person you want to be, and you know you can be that person, but you need, I think this comes out almost every time in my Virgo readings, but you need to start putting yourself first. Like, you need to do that for, like, what do you need? What makes you happy? Stop taking care of people. Like, just be selfish for a little bit. Okay, I'm going to pull some love oracle cards to see if we can get any final confirmations. All right, can we get some final confirmations for our Virgos out there? Can we get some final confirmation for our Virgos out there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. I get it. Okay, so all of these can apply, or one can apply, just take it as you may. So we have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Then we have passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun, which is, I feel like you might find that. Once you do the healing, you're going to find that. Then we have Grim Reaper, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. Yeah, coming out of the Two of Wands, that feels really accurate, and also under the Death card. Well, I hope that resonated. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.